Charles Oliveira versus Islam Makhachev takes place this weekend in the main event of UFC 280. Oliveira versus Makhachev, and I cannot wait for this fight. This is going to be a good one. Sorry for the muffling in this video. My mic, of course, problems with it. I cannot wait for this fight, though. Charles Oliveira, Islam Makhachev. This is going to be a good one. This is going to be a very, very good fight. I'm very looking forward to this one. The vacant title, but let's be real. Oliveira is the champ. There's a champion has a name, and it's Charles Bronx Oliveira. But he's fighting Islam Makhachev. Technically, he's a vacant title. But, yeah. But Oliveira, Makhachev, both guys on winning streaks. Both guys looking insane. But the competition's one side, in my opinion. I mean, Justin Gaethje. What's better, Justin Gaethje or Bobby Green? Short notice Bobby Green. Of course, Justin Gaethje, right? Of course, Justin Gaethje. But what's better, Dustin Poirier or a short notice Dan Hooker, who's kind of fallen off? You know? And who's better, last of all? Thiago Moises or Iron Michael Chandler? Now we're going to go more. What's better? Drew Dober or Tony Ferguson? Probably Dober there. Honestly, Dober probably, but in terms of name value, you know? But this is a great one. This is a great fight. 33 years old for Oliveira, 31 for Makhachev. I just feel as though Charles Oliveira is going to get this one done by first round guillotine after rocking Makhachev early. I just think you have to pick Charles Oliveira here. I like Islam Makhachev. I think he's a good fighter. I think he's a very good fighter, Islam Makhachev. Arguably better than the top guys Oliveira's beaten in Gaethje, Poirier. He's arguably better than them, but I'm better than like Dariush and Gamrot. He's probably one of the best outside of Oliveira. Why do I? You're probably telling yourself, why are you not picking him to win against Oliveira? Oliveira is a very good fighter, man. He's very good. He's insanely good. I just think Makhachev, the pressure's going to be way too much here for him. Way too much. The pressure's going to be way too much. And he beat Bobby Green in the Apex. Main event, you can say that, main event. But he hasn't had that full crowd all with him. You know, I understand he beat Dan Hooker in Abu Dhabi, but it's not the same. He's in a pay-per-view main event. You know, pay-per-view main event. You know, everyone's looking forward to this fight. Everyone's going to watch this fight. It's a big card as well. You got Sterling Dillashaw, O'Malley Yan. This is the end. I think Makhachev is going to be too much for him. I think it's going to be too much for him. He beat Dan Hooker. I understand that. And I understand he did beat Dan Hooker. But, and he got dominant victories over Bobby Green and Dan Hooker. But that's not enough. It's not enough for me to say, what is it? He's going to beat Oliveira. I understand he got dominant victories over a boxer, by the way, and Bobby Green, on short notice as well. You know, I understand it wasn't his fault, and it was supposed to be Dariush, and originally it was supposed to be Dos Santos, but he pulled out. But, I just don't see him winning this one over Charles Oliveira. You know, Dan Hooker he beat, I understand, and Dan Hooker's a good name, big name, but he's falling off a bit now. He's falling off. You know, he ain't the same. You know, he beat Dan Hooker dominantly, but Hooker didn't even tap. So, again, they just gave Makhachev the win there. Even though he was just going to break Dan Hooker's arm, I understand that, but this is where it gets interesting now. I get it, he beat Green and Hooker, but both short notice. Boo-hoo. Full camp. When he has full camps against these guys. And Thiago Moises and Drew Dober. I'll say Dober first. He takes Drew Dober to the 3rd round. Drew Dober has no ground game at all. No ground game at all. No ground game at all. And he was able to survive to the 3rd round against Drew Dober. And maybe you can say, oh, Islam was just playing with him. But Islam, why play with him? Could get chinned in the feet. But, yeah, I don't know why. And it was a late 3rd round as well, so that was very close to a decision win for Islam Makhachev. And against Moises, and this is where it gets interesting. Against Thiago Moises, that was a bit of an overrated performance there, in my opinion. Because, yeah, he got the sub, and yeah, he was dominating most part of the fight. But in that, one of those, like, I think round 3, Moises shot for a double leg. You expect Makhachev to defend it. He gets dunked on his ass. You can rewatch it. Gets dunked on his ass easily. And yeah, he scrambled and reversed position and got the sub, and that was it there. But I just don't. And it's against Moises. He's fighting Oliveira, who can do that to him. Who's better at jiu-jitsu than Moises. Way better stand-up than Moises. You know? Like, I don't think you can pick Makhachev to win this one. Yeah, he beat Sarukian, but Sarukian was a baby then in his career, and he was very close to winning that fight against Islam Makhachev. He beat Davey Ramos, but again, Davey Ramos dropped him with a jab early on, and later on used some grappling. But Davey Ramos we're talking about. Charles Oliveira and Davey Ramos. That's what we're comparing to. The competition he's fought, man. Makhachev. It's just night and day with Oliveira. Like, I understand he was supposed to fight Dariush and Dos Santos, but Oliveira, I mean, he got clean wins, beat Gaethje in the stand-up department as well. Beat Justin Gaethje there. And I don't see Makhachev doing much in the feet. I mean, maybe Oliveira is overconfident, gets clipped. That would be really sad, because that proves Gaethje, Poirier, and Chandler have nothing. But I just think Gaethje. Like, Gaethje dropped Oliveira. But Oliveira, I just think if Makhachev does go out there and take this fight to the ground, he ain't gonna just, like, maybe he'll be too strong, and that could be something. But I just think Oliveira, is gonna have some problems against Kevin Lee. This is where I want to mention stuff. I didn't mention this in the full card predictions. He beat Gaethje, Poirier, and Chandler. Looked good against Chandler. But against Kevin Lee, I understand Lee was grappling him early, and Oliveira, he was massively improved since then. Massively. So I don't think that'll even happen, but if it gets to the ground and Makhachev takes down Oliveira, Oliveira gave so many things for Lee to worry about. Subs, heel hooks, guillotines, you know. Gave so many things for Lee to worry about. And Makhachev, in his hometown, the pressure, facing Charles Oliveira, walking out first, which will be, I know that we don't really have to mention that, but walking out first, the crowd cheering him, you know, he's in the cage, warming up, he looks over through the cage, seeing Oliveira walk out, all the boos that is going to be taking place. You know there's going to be lots of boos. I just don't think this is going to go well. I don't think it will go well here for Oliveira, for Makhachev. I think Makhachev's going to lose. And yeah, winner of this one, I guess, can fight Volkanovski. Yeah, Volkanovski. And he's the backup Volkanovski as well. 33 years old for Olives. And I understand he's older, but he has a 73.5 reach advantage, which is going to be huge here for Oliveira in terms of, like, if he's cracking Makhachev on the feet. I'm going to go Oliveira. I think he wins it. I think he will win. I think this is, I think he's going to win, defend his title for the 3rd time. I think it is 3rd time now. And yeah, if I hear Anthony, I'm going to have a freaking rage. But I better hear Aaron still. Oliveira, I think, gets it done. I really do. I think Oliveira gets the job done. Guillotine. I think. The old Rock Makhachev. Makhachev trying to take shoots. Tries to crack in Oliveira. Misses. Oliveira lands shots again. Pressures Makhachev. Front kicks him. Teeps into the body. Backing up. Makhachev backing up. Big shot from Oliveira again. Cracks Makhachev. Makhachev shoots a panic takedown. Gets guillotined and taps. And makes Makhachev tap. And Oliveira will defend his title for the third time. I'm going Oliveira, man. I think people need to stop doubting him. I think after this, especially. And yeah. And if Khabib comes back, he'll beat Khabib as well. Khabib hasn't been in there in a while. So yeah. I think this will go terribly wrong. I think this will go terribly wrong for Makhachev. This is gonna go badly for him. And yeah, even against who is it? Even against Chris Wade, who's looking alright himself in the PFL, I think he is, and doing his thing there. But Chris Wade almost had him in the guillotine. People need to look at this, in my opinion. But yeah, Adriano Martins KO'd him. Adriano Martins. Yeah, but Chris Wade almost had him in the guillotine. Almost. Oliveira's gonna be smarter than that. Oliveira's gonna be smarter than Wade. Like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. This is a prediction and breakdown. And Makhachev is a slight favorite. I guess they changed the odds. Good for them. Oliveira wins though. He's still an underdog, so take that bet. Yeah.